longer do you have to wait around for hours on end to eat a juicy cut of corned beef. With this easy Instant Pot recipe, you can have it ready to enjoy in half the time. Oh yeah, and I'm Juan in Brazil, and you are watching Evolving Table, where we make healthier and sometimes faster spins on classic recipes. So let's jump straight in and get to cooking. Buying corned beef already cured from the store saves a ton of time and effort. You can find it in a package like this one, or locate it at most butcher counters. Aim for a cut that weighs in around 3 to 4 pounds. The brisket will shrink down by roughly half as it cooks, and give you about 1.5 pounds of cooked meat. Pour 2 cups of water into a 6-quart Instant Pot. You can use a large 8-quart Instant Pot, but you may need to add additional liquid. Along with 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar, regular white vinegar can also be used. 2 tablespoons of sugar, or an unrefined sweetener such as honey, and 5 cloves of finely minced garlic. Whisk until well mixed. This solution is a pretty basic recipe that you can feel free to change up. If you want to give it more depth of flavor, try swapping out half of the water with either reduced sodium beef broth or even a dark beer. Rinse the corned beef under running water to remove any excess salt left over from the brining process. Add it to the Instant Pot, fat side down. If your corned beef has a lot of excess fat on it, you may want to trim some of it off before adding it to the pot. Remove the outer peel of a small sweet onion, and then cut it into quarters. Keep both the root and the stem ends intact. Tuck the onion pieces along the sides of the beef. Now for all of that flavor. Some briskets come with a pickling spice mix already included in their packaging. Or you can even use the store-bought kind. But you'll get so much more flavor if you make your own at home. To make it, you'll want to grab a medium-sized bowl, or the jar that you'll be storing it in, and add 2 tablespoons of yellow mustard seeds, 1 tablespoon of black peppercorns, 1 tablespoon of coriander seeds, 1 teaspoon of allspice berries, 4 bay leaves that have been crushed, 1 teaspoon of red pepper flakes, 4 whole cloves that have been crushed, and half a teaspoon of ground ginger. Whisk these together until combined, and then sprinkle 1.5 tablespoons of the mix over the brisket. Close the lid and make sure the pressure release valve is in the sealed position. Use the manual function and turn the Instant Pot to high pressure. And then set the time for 80 minutes. This time is recommended for a 2-inch thick corned beef brisket. If it is half an inch thicker, increase the cooking time to 90 minutes. If it is half an inch thinner, decrease the cooking time to 70 minutes. During the last 20 minutes or so of cooking, you'll want to start prepping the vegetables. Cut 1 pound of red or Yukon Gold potatoes into 1 to 2 inch chunks. Peel 4 to 5 large carrots, and then cut them into 1 to 2 inch pieces. And lastly, cut 1 small head of cabbage into 3-inch wedges. Quick release the pressure from the Instant Pot as soon as the timer goes off. Once the float valve depresses, you can safely remove the lid. Take out the corned beef and add in the potatoes, carrots, and cabbage. Place the corned beef back on top of the vegetables, immersing it in some of the liquid. Close the lid again and turn the pressure release valve to the sealed position. Cook for 2 more minutes on high pressure. Quick release the pressure as soon as the timer goes off. Oh my gosh, guys, it smells amazing in here. When you go to cut your corned beef, you're gonna wanna make sure and pay attention to the direction that the grain is running. You can see here that it's running in this direction. In order to get the most tender cut of meat, you'll wanna make sure to cut against the grain, or perpendicular to it. Oh yeah, look at that gorgeous pink color. And then don't forget to give your vegetables a little salt and black pepper to taste just before serving. Gotta get a good bite with some cabbage in there. Oh yeah. So super tender, full of that pickling spice flavor, and it was ready in a fraction of the time. But guys, I know that this recipe makes a lot of corned beef. So if you happen to have some leftovers, and you have got to check out this corned beef hash and eggs right over here. Thanks so much for hanging out. I'll see you in the next one.